Let's hit record. Let's hop into this, because we were right here last I checked. With King Edge of Doom, who has no equipment on whatsoever. There we go. Can I just walk here now? Yeah, I can. Okay. Yeah, we're playing Voyager right now. Almost, as weird as this may sound, I'm kind of glad I haven't played it yet. I know that sounds weird, because I want to replay it at least once. But I kind of want them to patch it more. Like, I had no idea they would keep producing and keep developing. They've added content, for God's sakes. And, you know, there's a load of bug fixes I didn't bore you with, but still awesome, right? Speaking of, I had two questions I had not yet answered, and I want to answer those really quick. Foist and Foistmost. Did I have fun at the festival? Absolutely. It was tiring. It was draining. There was an absolute mob, like, push through the people kind of a mob. Normal festival stuff, right? The flowers smelled wonderful. Like, you could smell them from several feet away. Wonderful. Put that into perspective. No! Ah! Yeah, exactly, Reggie. That's right where I'm at. With both games, even. There's a reason I don't do early access. I'm trying to think if there's any stories I feel comfortable sharing on camera. At one point, there was this really young kid. Maybe 2 on the high end, right? Who lost her mother/father. Don't actually know. I handsed off that. But my sister, who is, you know, very motherly and very teacherly, did all the right things. Down to eye level. You know, don't come at them intimidatingly. Don't try to approach them. Just come near, open out your arms, say, hey, it's okay. Kid, of course, freaked out. Another woman came in, freaked out at that one, too. And then my sister vanished for a few minutes, and then when she came back, they had successfully found the kid's parent. I suppose that's a weird story to tell. It just stuck in my mind because I remember what that was like. I've been lost at a festival before. Not when I was 2. A little older. 5, I want to say. So the first thing we did when we got there, this is not a joke, literally first thing, is we got some funnel cake. And an elephant ear. And the funnel cake was alright. It's kind of a tradition to get funnel cake, because the only time I ever have funnel cakes is at a festival. That's it. The elephant ear was really good. I ended up giving most of it to the middle niece because she tried a bite and was just like, and just, yeah. Yeah, no, exactly, Kenix. I only ever see funnel cake, really, at least good funnel cake, at a frickin' festival. I don't know how to describe elephant ear. If you Google image search it, it'll probably do a better job than any words I use. It's a similar dough to funnel cake. Way more, flavoring. Like, it's got cinnamon and a little bit of, like, a butter thing to it. Ooh, I learned heel pill. We learned drugs! That's where they got it from. Yeah, I've actually never had an elephant ear too, by the way. This is a first for me. It was really good. Oh, we got some lemonades. The reason I bring this all up, though, isn't just to be like, oh man, we got all this great stuff. No. What was really funny about it was when we got there, which it was pretty early. Remember, I cut off stream after like an hour, right? So we got there pretty early. And I'm like, okay, cool. First thing we did was we got the lemonades and the ears, and then we moved on to the rest of the festival. It was a relatively quick affair. By the time we circled back, the line for the lemonade stand was so large. Like, it wasn't just long, it was thick. It was wide. We had to physically push through in order to exit the festival. And you're probably thinking, wait, why? Well, actually, it makes perfect sense. It was a very hot, it was 80-something with no wind. and lots of sunlight and very little shade. I was dying, to be quite honest with you. I have trouble with 70 degrees, never mind 80. So, I was having issues. Not very humid, thankfully. We no longer live in humid land, because we moved west and also north. But yeah, no, that was just... Whoa. Yeah, thank God. I don't think I could have taken that if it was back where we used to be. I'm not that strong. I can't do it. Goodbye. Anyways, let's see. The youngest, so we bought a bunch of ride tickets, right? And we were like, you each get, 20 tickets. What do you want to do? And so I was like, well, I want to do this. I want to do this. So the youngest wanted to get on the bouncy castle maze. And she was so hesitant entering it. I've got footage of it. I'm not going to show you, but like footage of it. She's like, huh? And then they vanished, of course, because, they go off into the maze and you can't really see into that part. And I'm just sitting there waiting for them to finally come out. Eventually, after a surprisingly long period of time, the youngest finally comes back out, and she is grinning ear to ear. And this, there we go. And she's just like, and she was just having the time of her life, bouncing up against the walls, and because the whole thing was a bouncy castle, like so walls, ceiling, floor. And she's bouncing, and she started going around again. We're like, no, wait, you can't do a second go. You gotta let the other kids go. And she's like, huh? She was good. She is well behaved. She's a good kid. She spent a lot of the latter half of the festival on my shoulders because she had run out. She'd run out of energy, and the heat was getting to her. And I wish I could describe this to you. So imagine for a moment that I'm her, right? And here's my head. And so she's just like lounging on my head like this, with her arms kind of resting right here. And so I'm trying to lean a bit forward to give her more real estate so that she can rest on it, because she was effectively laying on my head. It was very cute. Father, Mother, I remember you from the last game. Please don't give me a flashback. Please don't give me a flashback. You're buried out of sight, just as you requested, Father. A ninja to the end. Don't you ever get lonely all the way down here? Now the tower's been set into motion once again. I know what this means already. I swear I won't let anyone go through that again. Do you want to tell her, or should I? So I'll be going now. Goodbye, Father. I never really loved you, by the way. That's a strange choice, actually. Yeah. What else was cool happened? The middle kiddo wanted to go on, like, the rides. So, carousel. There was this spinning cups thing, right? So it goes around, but you also have a wheel in the middle. You can spin the wheel to spin it, so you got double spin. And she gets in there, and she was so hesitant and so scared, like, oh gosh, what do I do? Then another kid got in with her, and she's super sociable, so she's just like, and immediately started playing with the other kid and spinning like crazy. It was cute. My favorite part, though, personally, was when she was on the carousel. And every time she'd come around, she'd look around for me and then wave. I obviously waved back. I probably shouldn't have to explain that. So on the funnel cakes we got, it was just powdered sugar, which I actually got a shot of my shirt, which was completely coated in powdered sugar. That was great. The elephant ear was more like some kind of honey concoction. Honey, cinnamon, and something buttery. I don't know what it was. It was really good. My favorite part, actually, well, I keep saying that. I had several favorite parts. We actually, what's a funnel cake? Google image search. I just answered this. We went through the park first, which was immediately adjacent to the festival. There's a lot of people in the park. And by about halfway through said park, the kids were like, we're bored. I want to go home. This is dumb. I'm like, we haven't even got there yet. And then we got to the actual festival and they started having fun again. Oh, right. I got a turkey leg. This is actually the first time I've ever gotten a turkey leg. And if you don't understand what I mean by that, nothing I have on my desk is big enough to convey this. So you're going to have to work with me here. But it really was just this giant hunk of meat. And they wrap it up in foil and then also another wrapping right there. And it just comes up to like here. And you just go after it. And I'd always wanted to try one. And so this is my first time ever actually trying it. It was actually really good. That's the funny part. Tasted great. Yeah, exactly, Kennex Cow. That's exactly what it was. And like I said, I've just never actually gotten to get one before. It was $20, by the way. I looked at that and I almost didn't, but I'm like, well, I've always wanted to and I never have, so fine. I'll eat the expense. Worth it. It was actually worth it too because I hadn't eaten lunch and I'd barely eaten breakfast. And anybody who knows me knows I need meat in my diet or else I have issues. I don't think I would have survived the rest of the festivals if I hadn't gotten it. Oh no, I shared it, Trihexia. Like, once it cooled down a bit to be the point where people could get bites, it's like, here, you want a piece? You want a piece? To my great dismay, there was one other thing I didn't get to try, though. We were on our way out, but before I finally found the place, because I'd seen people having them. There was a place that was selling smoothies inside of pineapples, carved out pineapples. And, I really wanted to try one. Again, for the novelty of it, because I've never done it. But by the time we found one, we were already on our way out. The kids were already, like, falling asleep. Again, by this point, the youngest was already on my head. And there was a huge-ass line. Because most people didn't go for drinks when they got there. They went for drinks when they were thirsty, because most people are stupid and don't know how to plan ahead. There's a reason we got drinks first when we got there. Oh, wow. Yeah, I would not have wanted to do that. Anyways, it was a fun trip. I got lots of good pictures. I got to hang out with the kiddos. They had a lot of fun. When we were coming back, when we were on the way back, there was this moment where everyone had paused to take a break because we were that out of it that we had to pause and just sit and take a break on the way home. You know, on the way back to the car. And I was just sitting there with the littlest one, who, you know, was resting on my shoulders most of the time. And I looked at her and said, "Did you have fun?" And there was this pause because she was processing it, right? She was thinking about the question. And then she said, Yeah, I had fun. I was like, okay, good. I'm glad I came with them because I was thinking about not, right? And then there was another pause. I wasn't expecting another response, but then she said, "I'm really glad you came too." And then she gave my head a big hug. She may not remember that, you know, in 20 years. But I will. Yes, I know I have a fat head, so babe. Makes it irritating shopping for hats. So, there's another question I wanted to answer. Ross asked what the Mario game is that I've replayed the most. Now, that's actually an interesting one, because I've never sped-run Mario games. So it's not like Mega Man games where I can just point to whatever I've sped-run and that's it. That's the most played, right? It's not like Metroid or anything like that. So I was really chewing on that. What the heck have I played the most? As with almost every franchise, the older the actual game is, the more likely it is I've replayed it more, because, you know, I had less games back then, right? So it's just math at that point. I'm pretty sure the answer is Mario 3. Pound for pound. Because obviously I used to play it all the time, and I played it well after, you know, I got my SNES. I'm also counting All-Stars in that, because, you know, I would play Mario 3 on my All-Stars. I played it on the GBA. I think I've mentioned that story. When I was in the wheelchair, my girlfriend actually bought me Mario Advance, whichever it was, the GBA one. And I played it there, too. So, it's kind of cheating a little bit, but it still counts, I think. Whoops. Hang on, I missed something and I actually do kind of want to go get it. And of course I played it on camera. If there's anything else that would contest that, it would be Yoshi's Island or World. I didn't replay Mario 1 that much. I didn't like Mario 1 that much even when it was new. I've talked about this. Like, it was innovative, it was unique, it was not that very good. I replayed Mario 2 a bunch because it was one of the first games I saw that was like, ooh. But then Mario 3 just kind of crushed it, you know? Yes, the Voot is currently active, by the way. Mario World I used to replay a bunch. Yoshi's Island I used to replay constantly. For that period of time of my life where I actually had relatively few games, just my SNES and like 10-ish games on it, Yoshi's Island was one of those 10 games, and I used to replay that constantly. So it's one of those three. Mario 3, Mario World, or Yoshi's Island. I've only played all the way through 64, like... 6 times, counting the DS version. 4 if we don't. And Sunshine? Sunshine's a weird one. Because, well, there's a reason I call it Sunshine Syndrome, right? I have replayed the first few stages of Sunshine a lot. Like, a lot. But the whole game? I think I've actually only played all the way through Sunshine... twice. I think it really was just 2 times. Once to 100% it, back in the day. And then once on camera. That's it. Come on. What, can I not look at my mother's grave? Oh, whatever. Fine. So did I play the Super Mario Land games? So as I think I've mentioned, I didn't have a Game Boy. I got a Game Boy Color as my first Game Boy. So I kind of missed out on a lot of the early Game Boy stuff. So I played Super Mario Land. Would you believe I have never beaten it to this very day? When I play it for the Wario Land block will be the first time I ever beat that game. I've played through Super Mario Land 2 once. That was a friend's copy. And I don't think I've beaten any of the Wario games. So that'll be a lot of new territory for me when we get there. Back. Don't show the flashback. Don't show the flashback. Back to where I first tasted defeat. Rubicante. Okay, they didn't do a flashback. We're good, we're good. What? What's going on here? So, thank you, Ben One Eye. As usual, if you want to put that towards up to 3 things, please let me know. Or be destroyed. So not counting random... See, that changes the equation a bit. Because obviously it's LTTP, right? Duh. I have done so many randomizers of LTTP at this point in my life. I've done one on camera, even. It's the only rando we've run at the moment. So we'll put that towards Outer Worlds 2, Kingdoms of Amalur, and Civilization 4. There we go. Appreciate you. And fix your name! Alright, yeah, so, amusingly, you remember what I just said about the older the game, the more likely I've replayed it more? I think it's actually Twilight Princess for me. I love replaying Twilight Princess. There are only 3 competitors here, though. No, that's not true. There's 4. Never imagined I'd go through here again. So, Twilight Princess, Ocarina of Time, LTTP, and, of course, the most obvious pick of all, Four Swords Adventures. Fix it! Fix it, Ben One Eye. What the? It's just this dude chatting with me. Listen, he's a ninja, Blade Tavel. He doesn't have to explain anything. You'd better not leave me behind. Tsukinoa, how did you get here? When did you get here? You ran here from Mazidia. Anyways. That sounds like a perfectly reasonable thing to do. Get to it. Chop chop. Tsukinoa, you're still in one piece. Mazidia's magic has nothing on our ninjutsu. Of course not. Let's go, master. So LTTP I used to replay because, and I know you've heard this story before, for a brief period of my life there, I had access to basically 3 SNES games. You could probably tell me what all 3 of them are right now. So, when I wanted to play a video game, those were the options. Yep. Oh, no, it was actually FF6, not Chrono Trigger. But yeah, it was LTTP, Mega Man X1, and Final Fantasy VI. Hell of a list, actually. I find it hard to complain about that. And no, none of mine died, Blade Tavel. So yeah, I played LTTP over and over and over and over, same as I played all 3 of them, right? Yeah, X1 is the Mega Man I have most replayed, almost assuredly. The only one that might contest that is Mega Man 5. Hi, Colgrim. I'm actually here this time, Colgrim. Ocarina of Time. I think I told you this when I was streaming Ocarina. I used to just periodically replay Ocarina just for funsies. Just because I felt like it. Because for a period of time in my life there, my mother insisted that I only have one console hooked up at a time, which... Okay. So, I had the N64 hooked up, because it was the most recent game. So I replayed the piss out of Paper Mario, Star Fox 64, and Ocarina of Time. And I played those games constantly. No, Ross. Not even including speedrunning, nothing comes close to Super Metroid. Nice, thank you, Kenexcow. Here's your sticker. Four Swords Adventures I've actually talked about before. Hang on. Izayoi, you return to Eblan. Hopefully you won't treat me like a woman. Hopefully you won't treat me like a woman any longer, Master. Are you serious? I place my status as an Eblan ninja above my gender. You've gone crazy, woman. Not woman, ninja. Ninja Izayoi has joined the party. Okay. But she's so strong. Beautiful, but strong. Okay, which were you? Yeah, you were the archer. Well, you were supposed to be, and I didn't have enough money to do it, but whatever, we'll make it work. No, Lunaru, no! One or the other, pick! So, yeah, Four Swords Adventures. I know nobody's ever heard of that game and nobody cares about that game, but it is a supremely replayable game by its very nature. And it's a very, very fun game to replay. And I usually had my GameCube hooked up at that point in my life. There was only one other game I used to replay. Excuse me, that's a lie. There were two other games I used to replay as much as Four Swords Adventure. Twilight Princess and Paper Mario 2. Speaking of, you remember your Mario question earlier? I actually thought about this at the time and I forgot to mention it. I was just counting mainline Marios. If we extend it to anything with Mario in the title, Paper Mario 2 wins. I have replayed the piss out of Paper Mario 2. Oh, I know, everybody thinks it's... I was talking about this just recently. Four Swords Adventures is a great game, completely ruined by terrible, absolutely terrible marketing. Oh, that's actually a good point. I wasn't thinking about Double Dash. Double Dash might beat Paper Mario 2. Zangetsu, you're safe. I may be old, my lord, but I'm well experienced. I see that. That's it? She gets the whole I'm not a woman thing, but all he says is, I'm old! Come on, guys. Work with me. I think I didn't have a chance to unequip him, so he should be good. Yep, he's good. Dude, Double Dash is good. Oh, it's such a good game. We'll get there. We gotta work it out. It's okay. We've done all of the bad Mario Karts. We got all three of the bad Mario Karts out of the way. We're good. It is smooth sailing. I just realized they basically give me a party of 5 melees. I mean, yes, I know What's-His-Face can do magic and What's-His-Face can do jump. No, they gave me a party of 5 melees. Oh, and fight damage just got lowered. Cool! Okay, that sucks. Okay. Oh, hang on, since we're all nerfed to hell and back now. Okay, the best part is, while we do have magic, we have so little MP. So it's like, yeah, we have magic, very technically. And they each only have one element, too. Maybe we should just melee. What's funny is I was thinking about Metroid, right? What's my most replayed Metroid? No, it's obviously Super. But then I'm like, okay, what's the second most? But the problem is that is also a duh question. It's Prime 1. Like, I remember, GameCube, right? So, Prime 1 was right there. And I played the snot out of that. Oh god, our heal is single target only. I just noticed that. Oh, that's great. That's a good thing. A game I think is more fun when speedran than when playing it normally. So first of all, a lot of bad games are way more fun when you're speedrunning them. That's actually a really common phenomenon. So let's see what he says. We're dealing with an unknown enemy, Master. Unknown? I think they arrived here on a meteor from the heavens. They what? That's some pacing. Yeah, no, exactly. Balan Wonderland, or Wonderworld, or whatever it's called. Perfect example of that. Most awful games can be made fun by virtue of speedrunning. That's normal. I think we're gonna... For me personally... Mega Man 2! No, Look, I like Mega Man 2. It is a very flawed and problematic game. Hi, Zar. I suppose I should add Castlevania 2 to that list as well. Another not a very good game. By the way, what about you, Ross? Is it just Mario 3? By the way, probably a net positive on Earth. Sorry, I didn't respond to you earlier. Level, 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 level. Well, I might as well get the ether. Lord knows we have no other real ways of restoring our mana right now. Run! 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 Run? Run. Seriously, run. Hey, there we go. Yes, in FF4 and FF4 DS and FF4 After Years, you lose money when you run. Because screw you. You've already lost experience and drops. And money. Now you're losing money, in addition to losing money and experience and drops. How dare you? You monster. They stopped doing that after FF4. Are those pangolins? Oh my god. Ah! Oh, he's dead. We're just gonna leave him dead. He is unworthy of our restorative arts. I spit upon his corpse. Patui! This is what you get for failing, Eblin. I just noticed Porum was going to be next. There's our adamantite. Oh yeah, Bladeville. You weren't here earlier when I asked this. No offense. What's with the adamantites? Because I don't remember. I suspect, but I don't remember. Oh hey! Melee damage is no longer junk. That's gonna be fun. That's more or less what I was expecting. Because I know we merge inventories at some point. And almost every scenario has had at least one adamantite. So now we should be doing tons of damage. Right? Well, shoot. Listen, if the moon itself can't make Edge useful, I got nothing. So, I think I've mentioned this to you before, Linnerth. It has been suspected that there is unironically something wrong with them. Like, chemically, right? Like there's something broken up here. Oh, there she is. It's her! Who? You know her? She's the one who came from the meteor. I suspect she's one of the enemy leaders. Goodness, she's still only a young girl. What's our next move? Yeah, what's all this wonderful intel you brought me? You must avoid a frontal attack at all costs. You're ninjas. Shouldn't that be default? For you to say so, Geku, she must be very powerful indeed. Watch yourselves, everyone. We must act carefully. And then they all die. Ugh. Is it one of those everyone can equip it things, or is it just for Theodore? Die, pangolins. That's what you get for not dropping. Excuse me. Wait, Kalka and Brina can't wear armor? What? Edge. Edge! Who's that? It's Rubicant! You cannot win against this adversary. What? Run. Run away from here as fast as you can. Run? Who are you? Edge, you're 43. You might be older than your parents at this point. Rubicante. I actually like the idea that Rubicant actually personally warns him, because that's kind of Rubicant's character, right? This is a battle you cannot win. Do not try. Of course he would warn him, right? Also, didn't you literally just say avoid a frontal attack at all costs? What are you doing? Some rats have burrowed their way in, I see. You're the one who doesn't belong, I'd say. Master, I told you not to attack her head on. Why are we just walking up to her and then chatting with her? What do you mean? Why have you activated this tower? What is your reason for this? There's no use in explaining to an inferior species. What did you say? You dare look down upon us. Look, it's not my fault the camera angle's up here, okay? Inferior species. Yes, perhaps you have a point. You have some sense, I see. Oh, I do my best, but you do realize that humans have the power to adapt, right? Adapt? Don't let your guard down, Master. In that case, it would be smart for me to settle this quickly. Thanks for warning her, Edge. You don't need to know. Okay. Well, we're all dead. Cool. Thanks, Edge. Moron. Well, I'm gonna take a nap. You guys wake me when we win. Ugh. Oh, we're dead already. Ifrit? Rydia. What's happened to Rydia? I like that. That's his first thought. He would legitimately recognize Ifrit, so... This is so weird. This is kind of badly written and well written at the same time. It's almost frustrating. Like, some of this makes perfect sense, lines up, it's cool, and then we're just gonna walk up to the big bad, who we were just warned not to do that to, and just attack her head on. Yeah, well, okay. It is very frustrating, yes, Plentiful. Oh, whatever, just attack. You may die now. Not if I can help it. You have nowhere to run. You think? The return of the moon. The reactivation of the tower. My mother and father. The image of Rubicant. Everything's happening just as it did. Okay, please stop calling attention to the fact that this is a clone of FF4. It's getting irritating. Your bravado ends here. Oh. Let me use the exact same trick I just did, again. I think you're right. I think it is supposed to be a plot point. So I'll give the negative to plot. It's one of the very few negatives I was planning to give this game walking into it. Was how much they keep calling attention to this. It's just like all those years ago. Where are we? It's a dead end. Master, why did you bring us here? Do you have a plan? I would if you'd shut up. What do you have in mind, exactly? Good to see things haven't changed here, either. Okay, lol. I'll give you that. And they're dead. Yes, I'm giving this a negative in the original game, before you ask. I'm sorry, I put up with a lot of nonsense. They fall so far. They fall to the freaking underworld. And everyone's just fine. No explanation, no gravity reduction device. Nothing, just... Whee! This place is like some kind of ninja stronghold. Amazing, Master. She's coming for us. Forget her. Just keep running. No, it isn't. That's the funny part, like, at all. There's at least 2 other examples, one of which I would say is much worse. This game. Well, I really want that elixir. Yeah, once-in-a-lifetime unassisted flight, which is, unironically, one of my favorite scenes in the game. Especially the DS version. Not that that scene will probably happen in the rewrite, but if it did, you know how that would go. Here we go. What's this? The enemy's new airship? Alright, we can escape in this. But it's an enemy airship. Who cares? I'm sure she'd rather be flown by us anyway. Flashbacks, flashbacks. You don't suppose this could be a trap, do you? This beauty? Not a chance. It's a dead end. There's no choice but to fight our way out. Master. Ifrit. Yes, I know it's pronounced Ifrit. I don't care. Are you done? Alright, you win. Ah, so you finally accepted the inevitable. I have to admit, you got me. There's one thing I'd like to know before I die, though. What's happened to Baron, to Cecil? Baron is gathering the world's crystals by the order of King Cecil. Huh, I see. Well, now there's no doubting it. Eh? Your superior kind wouldn't know it, but our kind have a little something called instinct. I like how they just follow him. I mean, what else are they gonna do? Choosing death of their own free will. Incomprehensible. It's okay, they just survived arguably a much longer drop, so... This is an interesting and extremely low-effort cutscene. I mean, yeah, right? Like, oh no, fall damage. And we're fine. As we see, Rydia just got out of the pool. Where are... Yeah, they're just fine. They're just fine. airship. How did we miss the rotors? Like, try landing on a helicopter sometime. Tell me how that's going to work out for you. Hey, Rydia, I haven't died and gone to heaven, right? What? Why did you just fall out of the sky? History's repeating itself. Though I couldn't be sure everything would work out this time. That's... okay. So that was a complete gamble on your part, Master? I mean, we could have landed in the lava. It's okay, I don't think lava's, lethal in this setting either. Hey, Luca. Looking good there. Well, thank you. Not as good as you are, though. Who's that? Nobody. Sorry to disappoint you, but we don't have time for a reunion right now. Huh? Where did you come from? Well, I'd answer you, but the episode's over. That's the music you picked for Edge's Tale? Nice, congrats, Octave. So that was Edge's Tale. His quest to get some. No, we've seen worse. We've seen Rydius. Oh god, Rydius. Oh. It's okay, we got Porums and Edwards, and surely those will be bangers, right? Let me write down some notes really quick. Hi, Sean. Yeah, honestly, I think I mentioned this earlier. I do not remember Porum's Tale or Edwards at all. I remember the last three. I know, right, Reggie? It's okay, the last one's called The Planet Eater. Okay. Well, let's keep doing these in order, which means next is Porum, the vanished lunar whale. As the lunar whale sets off from the dragon's mouth towards the new moon, monsters suddenly pour out of the Devil's Road. Realizing the danger, the elder of Mysidia orders Porum to visit Mount Ordeals to find the reclusive dragoon who once served Baron with pride. That's... okay. Well then, let's begin today's lesson. Yes, sir. Where is Palom? Oh, not again. Yep, he's off showing off to Leonora. Literally. That's actually literally what's happening. That's Leonora right there. How many times are you going to be late to train? The Elder's really angry. How many times have I tell you the same thing before it sinks into that thick skull of yours? You have a deal of growing up to do if you ever plan to be the sort of mage that Tellah was. 2 more hours of spell transcription for you. Yeah, it's not only a pointless flashback in general. We've seen this scene before. In his story. Oh, not again. Gosh darn dull willikers. You've only yourself to blame, you know. Forget this. I've had enough of this stupid training. Hallam. Oh, what a troublesome one. Please allow me to go after him, Elder. I have to drag him back before the Elder gets any angrier. Okay. Hallam, I saw him running like his life depended on it just now. Oh, it does. Why, I oughta. The Elder has decreed the Devil's Road be sealed. Aw. Even if he's just a kid, a normal person like me could never understand what goes through the head of a genius like Hallam. I thought Hallam had finally decided to act his age. Isn't he 5? I'm fairly certain he is, in fact, acting his age. Give it up, Hallam. The Elder wants to see you. Tough for him. I'm not going to start my training all over again. No way. Like, if there's one thing After Years has done, it's made me be more on Hallam's side than I have ever been before. Which is weird. Whatever. Give it up, Hallam. That's the exact same dialogue we just saw. Repeat dialogue. Actually, I was too, Reggie. A close friend of mine actually had a theory recently that my biological mother used to... never wanted to have a son. It was just, she was one of those people who did what you were supposed to do because that's what you're supposed to do. Same reason she got married. Why did she get married? Because you're a woman and you're supposed to get married. That's how that is, right? So she was supposed to have a child, so she ensured that she had me. And she never actually wanted to have a kid. And a lot of reasons why I basically raised myself for a huge portion of my childhood suddenly make a lot more sense. You're better than this, Hallam. I thought you wanted to be a great sage like Tella. You're fine, you're right, you win. Ugh. Yeah, looks like you have something on your mind, boy. Look, Elder, you may not be aware of this, but my skills have developed much more than you think. Hallam? Is that so? Something else for you to learn, is that what you're trying to say? Come on, Elder, you know just as well as I do how powerful we really are. Hold your tongue, Hallam. You think so too, right, Porum? Without us, Cecil would have never made it anywhere near Mount Ordeals. You've grown so much since the journey we took. Haven't you realized that, Elder? I suppose you have a point. I know I do, because I'm going to be a sage, just like old man Tella. Tella, you say? You have a long way to go. Growth is not something gained on your own. It is the product of all the people you meet along the way, from Cecil and Tella to everyone else around you. I already know that, Elder. I don't need you to tell me. It is a simple thing to say, but I forbid you from leaving Mysidia. It is still too soon for you. Too soon? No, when's it not going to be too soon? When you have truly understood the words I have spoken. Can I go out and travel the world once I do? Once you do, yes. Alright, I'll be out here in a flash. Cecil and the others better be ready for me. Hallam... You sure you meant to tell him that, Elder? Of course. The meetings and partings one experience in life help to strengthen the self. Yes, Elder. I'm sure you would like to hit the road yourself someday, Porum. What? It is written on your face, plain as day. Oh. Here, let me get that off you. There we go. Oh, hey, are we finally starting the episode? Holy crap. Several years. It's 17. It's 17. On board. Oh, never mind. Never mind. This is not 7. Where are we? When are we? Why have we not started the chapter yet? Ha! Finally! I'm off on my quest to become a sage. What made you want to visit Kaipo first? Because it's Tella's homeland, of course. What did you think? That's all? What do you mean, that's all? Don't you understand anything? Huh? The title of sage isn't something to be obtained, it's something that's granted to you. Yeah, that's right, I knew that already. And who do you think grants something like that to you? The Elder, right? No, the people of the world do. What? Nobody's gonna call you a sage just because you've learned black and white magic. You have to throw away your own wishes and ambitions, pal. Learn to use your magic to benefit the whole world, not just yourself. That goes without saying, Porum. Are you sure you know? Well, that was the way Tella was, wasn't it? You're right. Tella traveled the world with the Elder himself long ago, just like we're doing right now. Oh, really? I knew it! Eventually, the Elder returned to Mysidia and devoted his life to protecting the world through his magic. Tella, meanwhile, continued his travels for years, using his power for the good of all mankind. And had a kid at some point. How do you do that? At least decades. Oof, that long. At the end of his journey, he decided to settle down in Kaipo, where Anna was born. Huh, I didn't know that. Of course, it'll probably take longer for you than it did for him. Well, I'll give it a shot. I'm in this for the long haul. And then a month passes on the ocean. Because our compass broke. Whew, finally. What are you complaining about? You slept practically the entire way. We have a long way to Kaipo, don't we? It's in the middle of this huge Damsian desert in front of us. So we should rest up while we can, you know? Convenient excuse. I mean, would you let that go, Kenexco? Would you? Yeah, that's what I thought. I knew it, and you doubted me way too long. Yes, but sorry. I shouldn't do it. It actually slows you down because of an oversight in the code. It does in the original FF4DS as well. What should we do first? Let's take it easy for now. You've just spent days resting on that ship. Oh, quit complaining. What's the big deal? Oh, you're certainly a young pair of travelers. Make sure you don't come down with desert fever, okay? There's only one cure for that, and I'm gonna tell you, that's hard to come by. Looking for Tella's grave, it's by the water. This is the oasis town of Kaipo, the only settlement in all of the Damsian Desert. Let's check the shops. Which sell absolute garbage. Wow. Just the water, Kennex Cow. God! Just go by the water. Rumor has it a 10-legged beast lurks inside the underground waterway. And more I think this is literally the gear that Kaipo sells in FF4. Untouched, unchanged. You know, when you're there with Cecil and a level 1 Iridia. The pass to Mist is still closed off, you know. It's giving me one serious headache. Yeah, the water. Not normal water. Not heavy water. Not hard water. I guess practicing my synchronized swimming near the graves isn't very appropriate, is it? It's a move! Tella the Great Sage rests in this desert oasis together with his beloved daughter, Anna. I don't mean to be unkind, but is there a body in that grave? No, I'm serious, because Tella died on the Tower of Zot. And we kind of had to bail on the Tower of Zot as it exploded / like, self-destructed. So, you know. Don't just stand there. Offer your respects to him. We actually do not know where Zot was. They never actually say. I've always had my theory that it's one of the towers on top of the Tower of Babel. But other than that, I have no idea. Tella, may you be happy together with Anna for eternity. And may you guide us with your infinite wisdom, especially Palom. He really needs it. Hey, old man. Guess it's been a while, hasn't it? Well, I'm finally here. Came to visit your homeland and everything. Hope you're watching over me, Tella. Someday I'm going to be a sage, just like you. Palom, is this why you wanted to come to Kaipo? Just thought I'd check up on the old man first, you know. Right. Anna, daughter of the great and gentle sage, rests in this desert oasis surrounded by eternal love. That's actually valid. You're right, Blakeville. He might have literally burned away his body casting Meteo. I didn't realize Anna was here as well. Anna, the woman Edward loved with all his heart. She must have been a nice lady. Maybe kind of like our mom. Anna, I witnessed in person the grace and profound love you possessed within. May you rest in peace alongside Tella for all time. Sometimes I wonder if I, too, have a chance. A chance to become a woman like you, a woman who knew how to love more deeply than anyone else. What? Nothing. Right, on to training then. To the underground waterway. This should be fun. Yeah, Anna, I could see them recovering her body, because, you know, not only does she have one, but it was right over there. And you know, Edward would have been like, would have done that. Or at least ordered someone to do that, one of the two. No, I do too. If there's one thing I always liked about the DS sprites, it's that Porum and Palom look different. That and Cecil actually has a freaking visor which he can open and close on his helmet. Yep, these are the low-level enemies that are here at this point of the game. Yeah, absolutely, Reggie. Here's a flashback we weren't present for. This must be the place, the bridge where Tella and Cecil first met. What's wrong? Ah, it just struck me. I'm really walking down this path, aren't I? I'm gonna be a sage if I keep this up. Stop thinking about superfluous things in the middle of training. I don't think that's superfluous. I hate to be against Porum for once, but, like, seriously? Let a kid dream. This way, I think? It's actually been a minute. Yeah, Palom is just weirdly good. I wonder if it's one of those situations where... Because, you know, sometimes different writers write different characters. I wonder if whoever wrote Palom just had a functioning brain cell. Ooh, speed went up. Sorry, ever since the Leonora thing, I've been looking for speed ups. I noticed nobody's learned bio, by the way, this entire time. Want to hear an embarrassing story? When I was first playing the SNES version, so many of the spells were so nonsensical to me, and, you know, there's no info in-game to speak of, that I would see a spell named, I believe it was Virus, on the SNES version, and I would never cast it. Why would I? It's such a dumb-looking spell. I'm not going to status effect anybody to death. And so I never used Bio. For those of you not aware, Virus is one of the best spells in the game for two distinct reasons. Number one, it does typeless damage, which means nobody can resist it. Nobody's weak to it as well, but still. Number two, it's relatively cheap, and it has an incredibly fast cast time. Like, silly fast. Because not a lot of people know this, but FF4, each spell had its own cast time. After you selected it, it would take a while for the spell to go off. So like Meteo, for example, took forever to cast. Yeah, no, it's insane. Like, you'd select it, and then just BAM! Bio, instant. And unlike Nuke, you could also AoE Bio. So, yeah, one of the most consistently useful spells in the entire game. I never used it because it was called Virus. So Nuke was what they called Flare in the SNES version. How, Russ? But yes, Fusoya did have Nuke. It's just you would eventually get it on Rydia as well. I got jump scared at the day. Look. I had stuff on my mind, okay? I'm just saying, there's a reason we call it Hell Actual. To this day. Shadow Machine's still down there, you know? Just hanging out. Is this literally just the underground waterway? I'm just looking through the walkthrough here. Wow, yeah, we're just playing young Palom and Porom, going through the same freaking dungeons with almost identical gear, with the same enemy encounters. You remember how Palom's thing had a whole unique dungeon just to him? And each of the encounters there were actually designed around who you're there for. I think it's because I think this is a literal copy-paste dungeon, Blade to Fall. And I know the encounter rate in FF4DS, and it's at about this rate. I could be wrong, but that is what Abby's suspecting. And yes, obviously some of the chests are changed. Barely. Seriously, what is this? Is this the one they made at the last minute? Like, oh shoot, we didn't do a scenario for Porom. Okay, I've got an idea. Have Palom and Porom. You mean just Porom, right? No. Oh, god damn it, Ross. Yeah, I've been hearing that for the last couple of days, Reggie. It seems to be a bit of a pandemic. You know, I'm not even gonna get those treasure chests. I don't care. Let's just go. Let's just go. Why are we still in this stupid dungeon? Come on, game. You're doing so well. You actually garnered honest-to-God positives. These aren't even good experience, because we're both already in our 10s. Like, this is junk X at the level we're at, because these are the enemies that were designed to level up Rydia, who was level 1. Wait, how did I compare FF10 to Hitler? I do remember saying that sin is a byproduct of the church, and then like 5 seconds later realizing how that sounds. Damn. It's true, though. It's true. This way. Yes, that's right. I'm doing something that this is the first time I've ever... yes, I know what you're talking about now. This is the first time I've ever done this in this playthrough. I'm just skipping chests deliberately. Because I don't care. This is so little experience, and the chests are just like Maiden's Kiss, Unicorn Horn, Ether. Now this is worth it. Whoops. Oh, I passed. Is this one? That's it. We're out. Yes, you can quote me. Final Fantasy X is literally Hitler. Don't quote that. At the exit already? Not just yet. What? Can't you feel it? The presence of a monster. A big one. Oh, yes, now that you mention it. Things are about to get serious. It's time to get funky! Sorry. I bothered to get that cottage. Uh-oh, waxing. Which one's waxing? Oh, goody. Black magic is reduced. I'm sorry, I'm debating burning a tent just to move the day forward. You know, why don't we do this? Why don't we do this? In case I regret this. Can I just wait 8 hours? No! You have a tent like a civilized person. Thank you. Okay, Black Mage boosted. Let's go. Now what do we do? Oh, okay. Wait a minute, Pelham, that's too dangerous. The monster's at the bottom of this waterfall. Okay, so it's clearly not Octomammoth. They wouldn't just do Octomammoth again, right? So what do you think is the boss at the end of this dungeon? Isn't there any other path? Doesn't look like it. You scared? Of course not. Kingdom Hearts 2 would be another one push-ups. Octomath. You have to do every equation by a multiple of 8. Decmath. Decamath. I mean, they did mention it has tentacles. I'm not sorry. So I need to save my mana, so... And once again, these mobs are not worth my time. So we're just gonna... Yep. Amusingly enough, I actually looked into that once just for amusement's sake. You cannot ban yourself as an admin. But there's no method by which to do so. In most systems, I should say. Like, I could relinquish my admin power, but then I couldn't ban myself. And I can't do that over my own channel, obviously. I can delete the channel. I guess that counts. Run! So let's see. Kingdom Hearts 2 has a quiet opening. I actually agree with Chrono Trigger. It launches into things pretty quickly, but you could spend a weirdly large amount of time before you ever hit the time machine with Chrono Trigger. Yeah, FF9 is another good example. FF9 has one of the slowest openings I've ever seen in a video game. I don't think that's a bad thing, but I know some people do. Here goes my first test on the path to sagehood. Octomammoth! I'm just kidding. It's clearly not Octomammoth. Clearly. It's Cooler Mammoth! I got nothing. Okay, so... Oh, okay, I don't know silence. Okay. And our damage dealer is dead before I could even take a single action. Wow. Jesus, they hurt. Please let me go? Oh my god. Please let me take an action. Yeah, that's the first damage I've done to the stupid boss so far. Honestly, just do that. Just burn all your mana. Doing Cura and Fyra. Yeah, Xenosaga has a pretty slow opening. I should be in wait mode. I can double check after this. Because that's not the first time I've seen enemies just kind of going when they arguably shouldn't be. And we're done! Wow, that was actually really easy for someone who nearly TPK'd me. It's like 3 fire spells. There's Fyra spells, excuse me. Oh, now I learned silence. Okay, cool. Sure. Nope, he's weak to fire. He's named Cooler Mammoth Push-Ups. Come on, come on. So much for Sage Trial number 1. Ouch. What was that for? You had your eyes on that monster from the start, didn't you? You knew Tell had problems with it, and you wanted to test your mettle on it for yourself. Yeah, something like that. Oh, now. Is this really the kind of thinking a sage would have, Palom? Of course! Maybe you should think a little more about how to use your magic. Well... Yeah. Hi, Mr. Red. The spooniest of all bards. Several more years later. Okay. Meadow. Oh, okay, so now it's been 17 years. Alright, cool. In case you didn't know, this is Porum. Yeah. Where did Palom run off to this time? Our first trip to Mist in years, and he decides to pull a no-show on me. Eh? Now look who's here. Oh my god, Bregman. Hi, Sid. Porum, that you? Wow, you've completely grown up on me, girl. Yeah, reminder, Sid is in his 70s. Oh, not at all. I should be thanking you, preparing an airship for us and everything. Actually, you're the one helping me out here. I just upgraded the Falcon, see? It needed a test flight or two anyway. I suppose he's not coming. No, it's nothing. Thanks again. So, we're heading for Mist? That's right. Oh, wait till you see Rydia. She's more beautiful than ever now, you know? I'm sure she is. It's been quite a few years since we last met. You'd give her a run for your money, though, Porum. Sid, don't flatter me like that. I'll never lie to a woman, Porum. That's the ever-living truth. In that case, thank you very much. Ready to go then, my dear? The Falcon's a dream to ride on now. The upgrade's really done the trick this time. And crash. I'm kidding, but that would be funny. I actually have not, Mr. Red. Or if I have, I wasn't aware of the name of it. Palom, what are you doing here? What, am I supposed to report every little detail of my life to you? Huh. Can you believe this girl said, now, Pelham. You ought to treat the woman in your life better, you know? Like I do. I would happily if the woman in question didn't spend all day giving me lip. How long has Pelham been aboard the Falcon, Sid? He paid me a visit over in Barren, actually. What? Pelham, you crossed the Devil's Road into Barren? Is there something wrong with that? You just go through the Devil's Road without telling anyone, Pelham. What if something happened to you in there? Then what? Yeah. What are you, my mother now? No, our mother's dead, remember? Hey, now, I know you're a rebellious teenager and all, Pelham, but come on. Has nothing to do with that. I guess the two of you really are grown up, aren't you? By the way, I'm a dwarf. What? I like how the premise we saw on literally the title card hasn't even happened yet. Oh, there it is. It does explain a lot about Cid, yeah. Including his age resistance, for lack of a better way to phrase that. There used to be a great many summoners in the world, but I fear the art has been mostly lost now. Someday we'll all be turned into magicite. Welcome to Mist, Village of Summoners. There we go. Here lies Cynthia, who died protecting our village. To her one true love, Cain, the father of her daughter, Rydia. Rydia, how wonderful to see you again. Pelham, Porum! Hey, don't forget about me, girl. You come here all the time, Cid. My goodness, you two are all grown up now, aren't you? And you, Rydia, look basically the same. How are you doing, Pelham? Okay. What brings you here today? We just thought we'd pay you a visit since it's been so long. Well, thank you very much. And take your time. It'll be lovely to have you. Listen, I know we just got here, but I have a favor to ask. Huh? What's that? I want to go to the Fey March. I didn't realize you were interested in the Eidolons. It's for my training. You're trying to become a sage, aren't you? Well, I mean, I wouldn't say trying, but... Well, then maybe a quick visit would be good for you. Lydia? Are you sure? I haven't been back myself. Oh, we all go. Take a look around. There's a job for the Falcon, then. Pelham, this is why you wanted to see Cid in the first place, isn't it? About time you figured it out. Let's get ready to leave, then. You'll be joining us, right, Porum? Yeah, so far this story has been universally about Pelham and everyone else. Porum has been a non-character in the Porum episode. I'm just saying. Pelham's episode was about Pelham and Leonara. Porum's episode is about Pelham. Anyways. I'm kind of mad about that. Like, come on, guys. Come on. Use the writing. You can do it. Hey, Spartan. We've actually had some good parts, if you could frickin' believe it. Okay, I've got to see what the shop has. Because Myst traditionally doesn't have much of a shop. For obvious reasons. Yeah, that is total junk. Are they all in the front or back? Okay. A little of column A, little of column B. Thanks to Rydia, Cecil, and the young man who sneaks in here sometimes, we couldn't feel more secure. Yeah, no kidding. As a reminder, this game basically came out when Square was in their bad period. And I don't have a nicer way to say that. It was the bad period. Like, this is when they made Third Birthday, this is when they made FF14 1.0, this is when they made FF13. Yeah. This was not a good era for Square. I am honestly shocked they pulled out of it. Yeah, Third Birthday just keeps being relevant. Okay. That's a good question. Where are we at with Kingdom Hearts in 2009? Because I think that was around either Birth by Sleep or Recoded. I'm not sure which. Sid, would you mind if we stop by the Dwarven Castle? No problem. I was just thinking about that myself. We get to see Luca again, Palom. I'm not really looking forward to that. Oh, really now? Yeah, Rax. She's gone. She's gone. It's okay. So Birth by Sleep was 2010. And is a good game. Hang on. Now I'm curious. Where are we at? Kingdom Hearts. You gotta say it right. Through your chest into it, right? Okay, so I was right. 2008 was coded. Not recoded. Coded. 358 over 2 was 2009. And recoded was 2010. Yeah. Chain of Memories was 2007. When did the golden age of Square end? Everyone's going to give you a different answer to that question. But for me, let me double check something really quick. Because I'm pretty sure I could point it down to the year. Good luck, Spartan. Oh, here we go. Okay, here we go. Sort by year. So I was gonna say 2006. We had Final Fantasy 12. We had just had Kingdom Hearts 2, not 2 previous. That was December of 2005. And let's see here. Yeah, honestly, I'm gonna stop there because while there are some decent games after that, that was a noticeable dip. Because after that, we have Final Fantasy 3 on the DS, the GBA versions of 5 and 6. Dawn of Mana, which is one of the worst Mana games. Heroes of Mana, which is also one of the worst Mana games. Revenant Wings, which was garbage. World Ends With You was fine. Crisis Core is not that good. Crystal Chronicles on the DS, specifically. Final Fantasy Tactics A2, which sucked. Yeah, no, Dawn of Mana is the earliest in the timeline, if I'm remembering correctly. Don't quote me on that, because I might... No, Heroes of Mana, excuse me, Heroes of Mana is the prequel to Trials of Mana. Dawn of Mana is the origin story. There we go. Then FF4 DS came out in 2007. That was a good one, obviously. We also started getting the Dragon Quest remakes in 2007 with Dragon Quest IV. And Dissidia came out 2008. Bunch of junk here. I'm just kind of skipping over. Bunch of junk. My Life as a Dark Lord with 2009. Hi, Evo. Did I say hi? Hi, Evo. Did I say hi? Hi, Evo. FF13 was 2009. We already mentioned that. Nier, the original Nier, was 2010. And there's FF14 1.0, 2010. And there's Recoded, 2010. Third Birthday, 2010. Sensing a trend here. I mean, yeah, no, because then you have something like Dissidia Duodecim in 2011, which was legit. FF4 The Complete Collection, which, while I don't like, was still a decent buy for the PSP. Dungeon Siege 3 was 2011. FF13 2 was 2011. Theater Rhythm was 2012. I didn't realize that was that far back. Dream Drop Distance was 2012 as well. Anyways, I'm going to stop looking at this. Here's the worst song in the game. We're just going to kind of blitz this because I hate this song so much. When did a Saga Frontier remaster come out? Oh, wow. That's pretty recent. There it is. Alright, time for everyone's favorite maze. The Invisible Maze. Yes, please do, Zara. I actually missed it. So I was looking at dates. I love dried dates. I do actually love dried dates. Like, a lot. I think that's everything? No, I am wrong. There's one more. There we go. Do the released game answer what is Kingdom Hearts? No. As of this moment in time, we don't know what the object Kingdom Hearts actually is. We know it exists. We know you can make an artificial version of it by combining a huge amount of hearts together. That's it. Listen, I know without a doubt, Kingdom Hearts is frogs! It doesn't change anything. You can put anything you want there. It doesn't change the meaning of the sentence. Kingdom Hearts is Eclairs! Right? It doesn't change anything. It's actually doubly funny because at this point, the primary saga of Kingdom Hearts has concluded. And there's still a huge number of questions, core central questions, that haven't actually been answered yet. It's like, guys? Listen, don't be like Lost. Don't do that. No, never go full Lost, okay? Missed one. Yeah, don't be like X-Files either. Same problem, actually. In fact, X-Files did it before Lost, and Lost was arguably inspired by X-Files. The Hindu conquered the Middle East. Whoa! Nice. Have you made peace with them, Lord Aramont? Are you going to? Aw, the fat chocobo's gone. F's in chat for Fat Chocobo. Frickin' Byzantines. Cid, well. I see your beard is as groomy as ever. Haven't seen you in a dog's age, King Geat. How are you doing? I'm fit. Sorry, I should be doing Dwarven. I'm fit as a fiddle with you. And who would this pair be? It's good to see you again, Your Highness. I am Porum of Mazidia. And I'm Palom. Oh, my, how I could have not known. You've grown so much, both of you. Are they here? Yes, Luca. We're here. Luca! Palom and Porum. Cid, too! It's great to see you, Luca. Yo. You've managed to become a stylish little lady since last I saw you. Do you like it? I was never a fan of Dwarven fashion, really. So what brings all of you here? Well, we were hoping that Riddy could take us to the Fey March. It's part of my sage training. Is it? No. I appreciate you paying us a visit, then. Feel free to stop by anytime you please. You're family to every dwarf in the underworld. We'd better get going. What? You're leaving already? How rude of you, Palom. We just came to say hello, Porum. We'll come back soon, Luca. I'll go with you. Hey now, let's not get carried away. You don't mind, do you, Father? I want to ride on Cid's airship. Luca, I don't want you getting in their way. Ah, interested in my airship, are you? I'd expect nothing less from the Dwarven princess. So it's okay? Sure, but only as far as the passage of Eidolons, okay? Woohoo! Oh, that's wonderful, Luca. I tell you, all this child talks about is you guys, and you wouldn't believe how she goes on and on about Palom. Whoa, don't know what you're talking about, Father. Hey, settle down, I told you, I don't want you causing any trouble. Now, please get out of here so I can stop playing this irreverent song. It's drilling a bore into my brain. Oh my god, I hate this song so freaking much. God, shut up. It's okay. They can't hurt me anymore. Why is Luca not in my party? The dwarf, he's deaf, and he personally wrote the music that plays in the castle. That's what it is. Oh god, Abel Box. No, not the only villain theme. So last I checked push-ups, Xehanort's overall goal was to wipe out all life everywhere forever and replace it with eternal light. You know, no anything. I can double check myself on that, but I am not aware of what you're referencing, so I'd have to go double check myself. So how you been, Palom? Okay, what are you being so shy for? Shut up, I am not. So you're really trying to become a sage? We're almost there. Prepare for landing. Luca, come and help me. Okay. Oh, kiss already. God. Palom, You kiss that dwarf. Alright, Luca, would you mind waiting here for us with Sid? Aw, how come? Don't you want me to come along, Porum? Palom. We're here for training, Luca. Though that's not all. Oh? Righto, we'll run some maintenance of the Falcon while we're waiting. There's a few issues with the engine I gotta do something about. Okay. We'll be back soon. See you later. So hang in there, Palom. Okay already, God. Oh no. The moon just shifted. Okay, I can live with that. Oh god, the other terrible song. I can't escape! Ah! Do I have a boss fight coming up? Hang on, let's scooch forward. Is there a boss? Not every tale has a boss fight. Okay, this one does have a boss fight. Here we go. I don't know if we have to quest foe. We'll find out in a second. You didn't in Rydia's arc, but that was... Okay, looks like we're okay. That was Rydia's arc. That was kind of a DLC episode. Whoops. Okay, whatever. Oh, I meant to check if I'm on weight. I'm so stupid. Yep, it's set to weight. I thought so. Although, it doesn't tell you what that does here. Interestingly enough. I also just realized I'm not 100% sure if the speed is a difficulty slider like it is in most FFs. Because this is based on FF4DS, which changed a lot of the underlying code. There's a reason I call it a remake. It was a new game built out of the bones of the old. So I don't know. Probably, Dragopo. You are most likely correct. The specifics of that vary from game to game, and I don't know in this case. And Palom is dead. Oh yeah. Yep. That's where we're at. Yep, gotta train to be a sage. On the floor. Just like Tellah. What? I don't think he's worth the Phoenix Down, if you're wondering. It could be worse. He could be stoned. You can also take that as anti-marijuana propaganda. Better dead than stoned. Yeah, he doesn't need experience. He's fine. Yeah, let's not risk it. Rydia, and we're dead. Okay. I accept. Ugh. I have one Phoenix down. I'm not using that. He is not worth that. Yeah, this is probably the actual worst moon phase we could have for this party and this arc right now. Not a lot I can do about it at the moment. It will be soon. It's okay. I've got a plan. I just want to get to Tahiti, okay? I just need a little more money. We'll make our way to Tahiti. It'll be fine. How did you live through that? Oh God, FF3. Why would you want to res someone? What's really funny is I actually just realized I have the life spell, so let's just do that. I am so used to not actually having the life spell that I was just like... That's a good question. Let me check in a second. Raise is 8 MP. That's less than Cura. What is that, Ross? Is it that it's an awesome game? Well, 2/3 of an awesome game. I never thought about that, Ross, but you're right. Yeah. Speaking of which, how's Lufia 5 treating you? Or whatever it's called. So I was going to res Palom here. But for now, actually, you know what? Let's do something weird. Let's do a backup save here. And let's not move forward time, because we're about to have a scene transition, and that might move forward time, and I don't want to lose the phase of the moon. We'll see how that works out for us. I mean, I already rezzed Palom, which is the main reason I wanted to use the tent, and we're okay on mana? Excellent. Ooh. I always do like to see some good fan games. I mean, we played, what, like 6 in a row last year? And almost all of them were great. I mean, even Renaissance was good, it wasn't what I was expecting, that's all. Oh god, worst puzzles. I'm gonna suck at that. I can just feel it right now. I mean, fair, PB Good Fate. Hard to argue. Jesus Christ! Oh my god! Well, okay. That was 2-shot, in case you missed that. Okay, I don't think I want to lose out on levels on Rydia, so get up. Yeah, what is this, FF2? In the back, yeah, we're all in the back row. I even checked earlier, see? Yeah, they're just murdering my face. My precious, precious face. That's another good reason to hold on to that Phoenix down. In case Porum dies. If Porum dies, it's going to go pear-shaped very quickly. What's this? The Eidolons. I can feel their power. I cannot wait to train their magic. What's wrong? The training ends here. What? But we've come all the way down here and everything. Is there a problem, Rydia? The Eidolons are not fond of humans going to the Feymarch. Plus, once you enter the Feymarch, time starts to flow erratically. Yeah, a plot point that has never actually mattered in any real sense. And continues to not. If you spend too long in the Feymarch, you'll wind up out of sync with the human world and everyone you know. Are you willing to risk that? I am. Hallam. If we go in just for a little bit, that won't put us too out of sync with human time, will it? I can't say. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the writers don't know either. I'm sorry, I will give a negative to FF4 when we get there for that. The only reason for the time dilation bullcrap is specifically so Rydia grows up off camera. And they don't do anything with that. Like, she grows up, end statement, is pretty much how that goes. Sheesh, why'd she even bring us here if she was going to do this at the very end? Yes, thank you! Oh, that's right, they have to have Edge hit on her. I forgot about how incredibly critical it is that Edge needs to not be a complete pervert. Why do you think Rydia brought us here in the first place? Why? Well, because... good question, actually. Maybe she wanted to test our hearts. Kingdom Hearts! Whoa, Rydia. Sorry to keep you. That was literal seconds. Rydia? It's alright. Everything's fine. Out of my way. I'm going to see my mother. We better head back to the Falcon. Sid and Luke are waiting for us. Okay. Hey, Blue Elf Alex. Thank you for the sub. Give me a second. I will jot that down. That was time dilation. That's true. For the second time. Ever. We don't see it when we go there, including as her, I feel like pointing out. Could you imagine? We go there as, like, Cecil and crew, and it's like, alright, we get out, and Golbez is won. The Giant's already destroying the world. Trails of Crossbell. Trails of Cold Steel. Trails of Reverie. And done. Let's take all your gear. Oops. Yeah, I have not been impressed with Parham's chapter, which has been more about Palom and Rydia than anything else. Do I seriously not know the teleport spell? You know what? She's about to leave the party anyways. There you guys are. How'd it go? Great. Everyone's doing well. Kill the training done? Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I just had the most morbid thought. Okay, hang on. Follow my thought train here, okay? Hang on. So, they have those pots, which are full heal and restorative, right? Okay, cool. So that, you know, that's a thing. My first thought there was, why don't they just carry those around them, with them, right? And then my second thought was, what would a battle look like? Like in a war? Where one of the sides just has one of those pots, and they're just shoving the water into their mouth as fast as they can as they're fighting the enemy. And if that was a normalized thing, then all combat would boil down to trying to kill the other person as quickly as possible before they could instantly fully heal. And so I pictured that in my head for a millisecond. And then, like, I pictured, you know, just chopping someone's arm off, and then with the other arm, they're like, glug, and the arm grows back, and glug, and then the arm grows back, and you've just got 15 of this guy's arms just sitting there next to them. And then what really made me laugh in, like, the most morbid possible way was just picturing this pig that they hook up to, like, a saw blade, and it's just sawing off giant chunks of bacon as the pig is sitting there squealing, being force-fed all of this healing water so it can just produce tons and tons of bacon and going through horrific mind-shattering trauma as it's being fed into a literal thresher and being healed the moment its flesh is removed from its body. Yeah, that's why they're only 2D. It's just to prevent this nightmare scenario from actually happening. Anyways, yeah, we got lots of training done. You bet we did. Well, guess what? I just made a big decision on my own. Yeah, that's how you have your pig and eat it too. Oh god, Ben one eye. Luca's one talented girl, she is. She diagnosed an engine problem not even I can figure out. Got a hand to the dwarves. The way they approach technology is like nothing I've seen before. So we talked for a while and we decided I'm going to be Sid's apprentice. Really? No, we have to traumatize an innocent animal, Lineruth, with something so absolutely horrific it will no longer be able to function as a living being afterwards. Which is why when we're done, we just stop feeding it the water and let it fall into the thresher. Will King Giot let you? Way to spoil the mood, Palom. Ready to go? Yeah, let's go. Take up position, Luca. Aye, aye. Oh, that's so horrible, Mr. Red. Oh my god. I thought what I just said was horrible. Oh, I think we're done with flashbacks. Freaking finally! Palom, I I guess you've arrived in Troya by now. No, not for 3 weeks. I'm stuck in Mazidia all by myself, with a ninja following me. Are you there, Porum? How are you feeling, Elder? Oh, no worries, I feel fine today. That's wonderful. What bothers you, my child? Nothing, I feel like I haven't had any story focus in my chapter. And we're at the last of 4 dungeons we've done. And I still haven't had any focus. Well... You want to go off on your own, do you not? Just like Palom. You're a white mage. Don't go solo. Anyways, Palom has a lot of gift, that's true, but he's very young. There's much for Palom to learn through teaching others. That's why I sent him. I see. You're worried, aren't you? Worried that Palom will leave you behind someday. Perhaps. You've been together your entire lives, as siblings, friends, and rivals. But more importantly, when you look at each other, you see yourselves. Yes, you are right. I'm sure you will find your own path to walk sooner or later, Porum. Best thing to do now is to think about what path that might be. Yes, Elder. No need to rush yourself. What is it, Elder? The dragon. It's crying! What? Dragon Ball joke. My ship! No! My ship! Ah, shoot. I just paid that thing off. The lunar whale. I've called all of you here to discuss a dire matter. The lunar whale has risen and setting off in the direction of the moon. Which one? With Palom absent, I would like to call upon the powers of the Dragoon. The Dragoon? You mean Kain? Yeah, because he's also apparently the only remaining Dragoon. 1 Paladin, 1 Dragoon. 700,000 white mages and black mages. But what? I heard Kain has severed all ties with Baron. Elder, this is certainly a serious matter that requires swift response. But surely Mazidia's army of mages would be sufficient for its protection. No, we need the one guy who can jump. Even if those dreadful events of the past were to visit us again. Hey, look! It's, oh god, Tsukinoa, I think his name was? Black magic is not a panacea for all our problems. Have you forgotten what the Elder taught us? But how else could we respond to the moon's return? Elder. Listen, everyone knows white mages can't jump. We need Kain. I will travel to Mount Ordeals at once. But don't worry, I won't do anything rash. Citation needed. Be careful out there. Whatever you do, remember to stay out of harm's way. Listen, everyone, we cannot afford to hurry ourselves into an ill-advised plan of action. Yes, Elder. I want you two to go with Porum. Yes, Elder. How about the ninja who's like right over there? He'd probably be a good fit for Porum. No? Okay. Hey, look, it's our favorite characters of the entire game. White Mage and Black Mage. Yes, even better than Monk A, B, and C. Okay, are we... Yep, okay. Sorry, Monk C. Nobody ever liked you. I should check the shop, actually, real quick. And buy some Phoenix Downs. And some tents. That should be good enough. Let's actually not go when physical damage is increased, shall we? Why is the inn 200 gold a night here? Jeez Louise. It was new dialogue. One of the black mages said, I hate Palam's guts, but I admit we need him now. Okay, now white magic is reduced. Sweet! Perfect! And there's the person warning me about the white dragon. I am legitimately surprised there's some new dialogue here. What is happening to Mysidia? Mount Ordeals is home to a nest of undead. Yeah. Yeah, here it is. I have to admit it, I hate Palam's guts, but we need him here right now. Oh, absolutely, Mad Overlord. Honestly, I kind of feel like these should have just been in order, because it would enable the writers to do more, you know, story that way. Okay, let's switch to the real hero of the story. White Mage. Oh my god. God, I don't remember what they're weak to. Whatever. Seems to work. We have learned Berserk. I noticed the encounter rate is back down, by the way. It's time to berserk the Black Mage. I mean, it's the Octopath Traveler problem all over again. Like, all 8 stories have nothing to do with each other, and therefore doesn't matter which order you do them in, because they're all kind of their own stories. One other detriment I've noticed is because each of these are their own stories at the beginning of those stories, well, they're all early game, right? Like, I don't think we've been past level 20 this entire playthrough. So our kit hasn't expanded at all. And that's problematic. I've talked about this concept before. Most RPGs have a little bit of an issue with early game hell because your kit is so limited at the beginning of the game. Good night, Linarth. But, you know, the point is you eventually get the cool stuff, and that kind of makes it worthwhile, right? What is that? Oh. Yeah, sure, whatever. Yeah, same kit, same enemies. It drags. Remember, we have one more of these before we get to the actual end games at episodes, of which there are 3. So we're still stuck with this for a hot minute. And our last one's going to be with Edward. who is infamous for being terrible. No, whatever. Yeah, Breath of Fire 3 has really bad early game health. Here's another example of that. One of the things I always found funniest about Edward... hang on. There we go. Yeah, exactly, Shadow Machine. One of the things I always found funniest about Edward is, in the GBA version specifically, they gave him endgame gear. They didn't change his stats, really. He just suddenly had gear that matched endgame quality. And let me tell you, Edward with endgame gear is a death machine. He was actually one of my favorite party members to bring to the final dungeon in the GBA version. I'm actually curious too, Blateville, because I have no idea what they're going to do with them. So far, the most interesting new party members by far have been Kalka and Brina. For whatever that's worth. Probably because they're actually, like, new party members with new abilities. Everyone else is just insert previous character, but worse. Or insert previous character. I mean, Monk B was pretty cool, but nobody liked Monk C. Nobody. Also true about Overlord, I've noticed that every single episode has been tutorializing basic things, like this is a save point, this is shops, etc. And I get why, but that is a weakness, right? That is a flaw, for lack of a better way to put it. Yeah, we never got Monkey. And we never will. By the way, hi Shadow Machine. We were talking about how you're still stuck in the lava tubes down at Hell Actual in Subnautica. It's probably worth firing. God, what did I use? I think I used Cecil Yong. Yeah, hang on. Cecil, Kane, Yong, Edward Rosa, I want to say? No, that doesn't sound right. I forget the specifics. I know I brought Edward towards the end, though. Hey, now I learned teleport. Oh, jeez. Edge and useful is not a sentence I'm used to hearing. Oh, wow. That is actually really nice, Playtable. No joke. Please stop killing my Black Mage. Please stop killing my Black Mage. He's pretty much carrying the party here. On his feeble, feeble back. Edge was... I meme on Edge, but that's mostly from FF4. He was fine here. I have no real complaints about Edge here. In fact, so far I'd say Edge's chapter is my second best chapter. It is the second best chapter I've seen so far. Are you done? Are you done? Jesus. I can't say which one was the best, for fear of being stabbed. I cannot believe the way he used that freaking trap. Like, what the heck? I'm with it. So anyways, now that we've gotten the Adamantite, because I've played this game before, we'll switch over to the front row. Is Dragon Quest XI probably the best Dragon Quest game of all time worth playing? Yes. The only downside is it's the best. So if you play that first, you're a little spoiled. Anything? I don't feel anything. Ah! What? I can hear something. It's fading fast, like it can disappear at any moment. It's a voice, one I feel I've known before. Whoa! What happened to the mirror? Jeez! Ross, could you grab me a broom? I had some work to do. Wait, could this be the place where King Cecil of Baron became a paladin? And the place where Sage Tella learned the forbidden Meteor. Should be Meteor? Shut up. Oh, gentle white mage. I am about to fade. But my spirit will never be extinguished. Didn't you just say? My sons have always believed in you. And now... Yes, yes. Golbez definitely believed in Porum. Father to all who study magic. Yeah, because the DS stuff was in consideration here. So, did anything happen there, or? Oh, okay. Whatever. No, no, a back attack! On the bridge where we got back attacked! I'm surprised by this because it's a back attack. Sorry, I'll shut up. Game? Can I move, please? Look at all of them. We're hopelessly outnumbered. No, we got fire spells. We're good. Oh, hi, Kane. Jesus, Kane! Is he the one who's actually been training the last 17 years? The Dragoon from Baron, the one that Cecil and his group trusted. Yes, I am Kane. Former Dragoon commander of Baron. Pinello, Mad Overlord. Have I seen you before? I am Porum, White Mage of Mazidia. A White Mage? Do you remember me? I came here to find you by order of our elder. To find me? What for? I see. At this rate, Baron could be in danger soon as well. But tell me, what reason do I have to help you? I don't know, empathy, basic human decency. Baron ceased to be a part of my life a very long time ago. That can't be true. Pardon? You're lying. You're lying to me and to yourself. Am I wrong? No. Then please. Let's go. Jesus Christ, Kane. Turn down the edge. God. You are all beneath me. Well, since we can teleport now, I'm just gonna leave. Right. You actually can't do that in the original as well because of the limitations placed on it. Because remember, you have to encounter the Milon fight as you're leaving, and if you teleport out, you don't encounter it.
I steal.
No. My sister is stealing my candy. What do I do?
Wait 20 seconds. It's taking longer than 20 seconds.
This is taking a minute. Jesus.
I don't think they care.
It's fine. They just want my candy to be stolen. I knew all along. You're in cahoots. That's what it is.
Oh, is your chat's not down?
I still can't teleport out. Oh my god.
Oh, there it goes.
Candy's bad for you. Oh, there you go. Sis, I need you to rescue me from the candy.
Ow.
Kennex cow. I knew it! I knew it! Betrayal. Most foul. How could you do this to me, Kennex cow? You were my brother. Even though you're a woman.
Did they have a height limit?
Kind of. So, okay, on the original SNES version of the game, the literal sprites, you know, the 2D animation, had an actual space limit. It can only be so wide, it can only be so tall. So every enemy had to fit that. So sometimes they'd be like,
Like this?
yeah. So when they translated it to 3D to keep it as the same looking as possible,
They didn't fix it?
yeah. All right, did someone kill my bot? Who killed my bot? Oh my god, you did kill my bot.
Why did they kill the bot?
I don't know. There we go.
That's the bot?
Yeah, this is the bot.
Why is it so big?
Well, I mean, they don't see that. I'm the only one who sees that. And if you wonder what that symbol is,
Oh, you made it.
well, actually a friend made it, but yeah. He is just as into Mega Man as I am. That's why it's called Wily Bot. See, it's also kind of a double pun, because see, for those of you not aware, Mega Man involves robots, because that's kind of... Oh, here we go, cutscene. This is why I couldn't teleport. I am Edgy Boy McEdge. You were all beneath me. Oh, this is the scene we saw earlier in Palom's scenario. Smothered pork chops and roast veggies. Ooh. We need to go. I'm very edgy, by the way.
We're having cheesy pasta. With bacon and chicken and broccoli.
Bacon, chicken, broccoli, cheesy pasta.
I don't know if the broccoli was going to be in it. It might be on the side.
Well, whatever. Would I consider this a labor of love game? Now that is a fascinating question. So, interestingly enough...
No, Mr. Red. It's a cheese pasta sauce.
Yes. The original, the phone one, the flip phone one, yeah, actually. Every account I've read indicates that they... I'm silenced. Every account I've read has indicated that they really liked FF4, and they just wanted to do more. I mean, yes, obviously they agreed to let it go through because money, because that's how corporate works. But the developers, 100% labor of love. This exact version of the game, which came out years later, like 4 years later, that's a little trickier. Remind me to fix my rows, by the way. And yeah, Starfield, some of you may or might not remember this. I actually have a category for the LGAs called Most Labor of Love. Usually it tends to be filled up by indie games. The year we covered Starfield, I nominated Starfield for that one. I stand by that, by the way. Ah! Alright, there, do that. Could you all finish dying, please? I'd have to check the stats, but I'm pretty sure Dark Knights literally stop gaining stats at a certain point. Yeah, Bethesda and Todd Howard in particular had been wanting to make Starfield for literally 20 years, or 20 some odd years. It was originally a Star Trek game. I talked about all that. They really wanted to make a Star Trek RPG, and Paramount was stupid about Star Trek games, both then and now, frankly. So that didn't happen, so it all got shelved. I suppose that would be extremely disheartening. Imagine you put out a labor of love and it's just trash. It's just junk. Like, imagine if one of the theaters that I put out, or one of the rewrites, was just junk. It was just terrible. And that would just be debilitating. Like, oh, okay. That sucked. Are there any Star Trek RPGs, not counting STO? I can't think of any off the top of my head. Yeah, Resurgence isn't RPG. You just said no STO. There's quite a few point and clicks, and generic-ass adventure games, which are hard to quantify. There's been a couple of FPSs with the Voyager games, the Elite Force games. There's been a couple of RTSs with the Armadas. One 4X game. Jesus, we've been talking about that for ever since you asked, Lord Aramont. We haven't even finished talking about it. What the, that's it. That's no. I'm done. I'm done. Damn it, Lord Hammer. Here's the short answer. It is my opinion that the version of the game we're playing right now, the exact game we're playing, is not a labor of love. That this was just kind of crapped out. It, in several noticeable and small ways, it is worse than the PSP version, and the PSP version is based on the original. The original was assuredly a labor of love, 100%. Yeah, this feels like a cash grab, honestly. It's very strange. What in the world? I can't open my seltzer water. There we go. And get my water. What day is today? Is today Monday? Yes, today is Monday. God, I've really lost track. Who needs sleep? All right. Boss time. Oh, sorry. I'll shut up. I forgot to change my rose. No! Kane! We're too late. They're already dead. You're better off murdering them yourself to put them out of their misery. Okay, we're good. I actually did do it. Yay. And yeah, this feels like a by committee game. Which is a damn shame. I was kind of hoping it was like the better version, you know? Like, wouldn't you think? Whoa! Just one-shot the white mage there. Jesus! Oh my god! For the record, they're all in the back row. Just murdered. Can I stay at the inn while the town's under attack? We did it! Yay! I can! Alright. I'm with you guys in 8. The music even transition. Oh, that's great. Oh god, what's our new moon phase? That's fine. There's not really a good moon phase right now. Not with this setup. Yeah, I'll protect the town tomorrow. I'm busy, guys. I'm out. What, Ross? Sorry, I couldn't hear you over the fact that this song is drilling into my brain. As so many songs in this game do. By the way, hi to Quack. Yes, we are already dead. We go now into battle to reclaim our lives. I mean, 2 games I liked, Persona 5 and Fire Emblem Three Houses, both had that exact same issue. I'm just gonna let Kane deal with this. Kane? Kane! Kane! Thank you. God, Slowby. I've been thinking about it lately. I was kind of holding back, but man, it is so much worse than the original. Leave this to us, Porum. Get to the Hall of Prayer. Like, kind of got it. My favorite P5 Sprong? Yeah, at some point in time, gravity will kick in. You sure, sir? Yes, shut up. I'm done. I think Rivers in the Desert might actually be it. Like, there's some really good music in Persona 5, some absolute kickin' songs. There's also, like, the triumphant version of the Get Ready for Mission song that plays, like, towards the end of the game. But if you put a gun to my head, it'd probably be Rivers in the Desert. That's the one I did a remix of. So, that probably qualifies for it, right? Oh my god. I have 2 healers, 1 slow melee damage dealer, and 1 damage dealer whose damage is completely nerfed right now. And, okay, excuse me, I have 1 healer now. Listen, Yada, you're the one putting guns to my head, okay? One of these days, you're just gonna have to pull the trigger and be done with it, okay? Just get it over with. Well, I'm gonna go stay at the inn again. It's okay, that's actually a good one. Black magic up, physical down. No, seriously, that's a good thing. Kain is actually unaffected by that, so his jump doesn't do physical damage for some reason. Don't ask questions. Or sure, that's acceptable. Jesus Christ. Oh my god. Damn it, it absorbs lightning. I was just guessing. Well, enjoy this song for a minute longer. I was kind of hoping that would actually kill it. Whatever. Kain's got this, guys. It's fine. It's fine. Oh, absolutely, Lord Harriman. 100%. Granted, there's an asterisk there. And that asterisk is... like, you know how some people will just play the game and take way too long to do their turns? That slows it down. That sucks. Don't be that guy. It absorbs Dark Knight attacks. Wow! Whoa there. Whoa there. Please stop one-shotting my Black Mage. Yes, Kain is the storm that is approaching. Kind of literally in this case. Oh my god, please? Oh, we lost our white mage too. Alright, what are the weak to? Ice! Okay, I can do ice. Assuming I can do ice. Alright, I'm dead. I was not capable of doing ice. Yeah, Dragoons aren't very good tanks. They are DPSers. And he's... Please stop killing my Black Mage! he was up for 2 seconds. Literally 2 seconds. And it's like, yeah, you're dead, buddy. Stay up this time, please? 5 minutes. 5 minutes. You remember that torture thing we thought of earlier? I think that's what we're doing to the Black Mage right now. Yeah, screw that mage in particular. Never liked him anyways. You ever heard of res tanking? Well, if you haven't, this is what it looks like. Didn't even kill the other one, he just killed the one dude. Oh my god. Come on, Kane, bring this home. Thank you. Ugh. Jeez Louise. They couldn't be after the crystal, could they? No. Monsters would never go after the crystal. Don't be ridiculous. Held on, hang in there. Aurum, the Elder. Okay. Crystal's fine, guys. What's the problem? Hi, Ginger Ninja. How's your day going? Because I'm playing After Years. What am I missing? Yes, this is the only song in the entire game, apparently. Where's the last enemy? Oh my god! Ice Tray, where's the last enemy? Ginger Ninja, I demand to know what kind of ice cream you got so I can have some mental reprieve from this nightmare hellscape that I found myself in. God damn it. Please have a different boss song? Oh, thank you, God. Ugh. 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 I can breathe again. Oh, thank God. Rocky Road. Oh, I haven't had Rocky Road in years. I haven't had Rocky Road since I lived in California. And if you don't know how long ago that was, it's been a minute. 96 was the last time I was in California. Ugh. What? So yeah, this is the ultimate villain. The one true enemy of Porum's Arc. The final boss! Blood Eye. This has truly been Porum's entire story arc. It's her build-up to an eventual defeat of Blood Eye. He's weak to jump! He's weak to jump! What? Oh, plenty, Ginger Ninja. What do you want to know? I got the deets. Yeah, he also hates that mage. Everybody hates that mage. What did he do? Is he like that dude who takes, you know, people's lunch from the office refrigerator and doesn't own up to it when you confront him about it? Look at that! Look at that! Oh, shoot. Oh, thank God. Okay. Meanwhile, I love this, by the way. I don't know if you've noticed this. The other 3 party members are literally just trying to survive and have done exactly 0 damage to the boss. The only one who's doing anything in this fight is frickin' Kain. Okay, there. We have contributed. Yes! Worth it! All we've done is tank for Kain. Which, I suppose, in fairness, is not a worthless task, but Jesus Christ. Porum's story, ladies and gentlemen. The tale of bringing the big, strong man to do the job for her. You are all beneath me! Jesus. Elder? Elder! Porum, you've returned safely. Elder! The monsters. They appeared from the Devil's Road. The Baron's already been overrun. I fear it is already too late. No, it can't be. Where is Kain? I am here, my liege. We stand below the twin moons once more. As we speak, your homeland of Baron has fallen to the hands of monsters, and next Mysidia. They're after the crystals. So it appears. Who could be sending them here? I cannot say. I need to see Baron for myself. Elder, I too will go to Baron. Don't. You're all but... Sorry. When I was a child, other people tried to help me. And then I had to kill them. My majesty broken as if it was nothing. What on earth are we dealing with? Don't worry, I'll give the Elder the best care there is. Don't worry about me. Just promise me you won't do anything rash. Okay. Ah! I made a Dragoon class once in my own PnP setting. It was hyper-specialized, but it would destroy anything that it was focused on. Even if I told you, you wouldn't comprehend it. You're the one who unsealed the Devil's Road, aren't you? Yes, to retrieve the crystal. Retrieve? Yes. Hold it, you! Oh, sorry, hold it, you! Alright, who's ready for the true final boss of Porum's Arc? Those who lust for power must never lay hands on the crystal. Never again! I don't need your permission. Alright, we got this! Final epic hang on, let me put my controller down. So, how you guys doing? 2013 to Quack. Yeah. I'm gonna take a nap. I'm not even sure if you have to do damage on these. That's kind of what I'm testing here. I suppose I should at least see what kind of abilities he has. What do you got? He doesn't even have Holy. Ugh. Garbage mage. Oh. Also, 2 white mages? What do you think is going to happen here? How do you think this fight is going to go exactly? I yearn for death, Ice Tray. So. kind of Ginger Ninja. So, the original After Years was put together by people who had just finished working on, that's right, FF4DS. And they really wanted to keep working with the characters, the setting, and they really wanted to put out their own game. And so Square's management, who are Square's management, mandated they put it out on the flip phones. So they put together After Years. And because it was so limited and because they had such limited budget, it wasn't much of a game, as you might imagine. So it was very asset reuse-y, and it was very whatever, and it's what it was. But then, and here's the really strange part, in 2013, or 2011, I forget when, forgive me, it's one of the two, they sat down and decided to remake After Years, the flip phone version, in the 3D engine of FF4DS, which is this game right here. But, like, it's worse? Somehow? I don't know. Hey, President Clamp, I am sorry it's bricked. I hope you were able to unbrick it. Are you seriously gonna... Okay, fine, whatever. Since nothing's happening... There, whatever. Well, yeah, there was the Wii version, which I believe was also the PSP version. Don't quote me on that. I'm not actually sure about that. Okay, so Dragoons. Yeah, it's very simple, Ginger Ninja. Because a very small number of people really want to be physically present for the FF11 run, and they couldn't make it last Friday, I moved it. That's it. Ramuh, why are you doing this? So, Dragoon. Blah, 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 blah. Requires doing the Air Temple trial. Successfully, of course. Wait, what? Oh, right, yeah, so the Elder's dead, by the way. Elder, no! How meaningless. You! Wait. Wait, who's saying wait? Oh, it's Kain. I'm a little busy right now, okay? I know you're there! Kain! Is this what you're looking for? This is it. The real thing. It's yours. Wait, Kain? A wise choice. On one condition, though. What? I'll give it to you only after I finish what I set out to do. And what is that? An audience with the King of Baron. For what purpose? To take his life. I will kill Cecil with my own hands. You see, when I was a young child, Cecil constantly beat me up and took my orphan money. Understood. Bring the crystal with you. She teleported. Kain! And he's off. Is there a villain equivalent to a Mary Sue? Yeah, it's called a Mary Sue. Despite the name, Mary Sue is not gender specific or like character specific or anything. It's just a character who sucks.
What happened today?
Elder. Pelham. Yeah, Pelham's dead, by the way. I'm just kidding. That'd be funny, though. Oh, that's how Porum's arc ends. What a terrible chapter. That's not as bad as Rydia's, but jeez Louise. So, Zara, if you're still there... Zara's not there. Zara's gone forever. The Vanished Lunar Whale, which barely had anything to do with his entire chapter. That's just misnamed. Like, the ship pieced out, and then it was like, alright, what was that nonsense? Yes, I would like to save. Alright, we're almost down to the last of the filler ones. Holy God. But first I wanted to answer the Dragoon question. So, when the Dragoon actually has a spear, their damage is doubled. So the number of dice is doubled, but the value of the dice is reduced by 1 grade. In other words, a 1d8 becomes a 2d6, right? So in other words, instead of 1 to 8, it's 2 to 12. Stuff like that. They have the ability to increase their hit chance when using a spear, and they can pick similar to a ranger, they can pick a favorite enemy. Can be an individual, type, or whatever. I'm pretty loose about that. And they also can gain their focus bonus, again, on whatever their favorite enemy is. They can, of course, jump. Jump requires spear. Jump requires a little bit of air magic, which obviously drains your mana, even if you don't actually have any. And it does X damage per level. Also uses Dragon Focus for its attack, and can use Extended Jump, which is exactly what that sounds like. And Unerring Jump, which is exactly what that sounds like. What did you say?
I mean...
Yeah, I see. It's getting smaller.
It's getting bigger.
No, sorry, I didn't finish my sentence. It's getting smaller leaves now, too. Now, don't play with it too much. I already watered it. And you're being called to dinner. Go, go, go. Okay. So yeah, that sucked. Oh my gosh. I'd like to say we're getting somewhere. We're over halfway there. That's something. If it's not obvious, I'm being called away to dinner, so I'm going to go do that. Tomorrow, we'll start Edward's Tale, which I don't remember at all. Like, I have 0 memories of Edward's Tale, so I don't know how this is going to go. We'll see.